This tire is too good, and here's why that's actually a problem. The Thompson Baja Boss AT costs $295 to $370 per tire. That's the elephant in the room. For a set of 4, you're looking at $1,200 to $1,500 before mounting and balancing. And after seeing dozens of you asking about this tire in the comments, I dove into 10,000 plus miles of real-world data. The controversial truth? It might actually be worth it. But there's one major drawback most people overlook, and it might change your mind by the end. Welcome to Speeding Tire, the only channel that reviews tires using real data, not sponsored hype. Today, I'm breaking down whether the Baja Boss AT is the new all-terrain king. Let's go. The king question. Here's what people get wrong. They think an all-terrain king means the most aggressive tire. Wrong. A true king has to dominate everywhere. Highway, trails, snow, mud, rocks, without major compromises. The Baja Boss AT makes a case for that crown, and it's backed by something wild. It's quieter than tires that look half as aggressive. One Jeep owner measured interior noise at 65 decibels at 70 miles per hour with the sunroof open. For context, his old Cooper STT Pro mud tires, 76 decibels at 60 miles per hour. Another owner said the Baja Boss was damn near silent as far as road noise goes. This tire has extreme side biters that are 150% deeper than standard AT designs, yet it's the quietest tire in its category according to multiple reviewers. That shouldn't be possible. But the Baja Boss hides a trade-off that shows up every time you fill your tank, and we'll talk about that coming up. On-road reality check. After 10,000 plus miles, here's what owners report. The asymmetric tread and PowerPly XD construction deliver a smooth, stable ride. One long-term tester said he felt no jarring on potholes that would have rattled him with other ATs. Balancing is straightforward, no shimmy or pull, but here's the trade-off. It's heavy. A 32 by 10.5 R17 weighs 58 pounds, several pounds more than rivals. And that weight shows up at the pump. One off-roader confirmed. They are heavy and will reduce fuel mileage. You're paying for 3-ply construction with silica-reinforced compound. That's the tech that gives you a 50,000-mile warranty on truck sizes, 60K on SUV sizes, and owners are actually hitting those numbers. But it's off-road where this tire truly earns its price, and one detail in snow might shock you. Off-road, where it earns the crown. On trails, this tire dominates. The massive side biters deform at low pressure to bite into rocks and off-camber obstacles. One reviewer said it tore through loose rocks and climbed wet granite faces with ease. In sand and gravel, it floats well even at moderate air down, 16 psi. The large contact patch builds tread face for flotation. Another owner ran a mile of wet trail and said the tires handled it with 0 issues. Here's where it gets interesting. It's 3-peak snowflake certified, and in snow tests, drivers said they never felt like I had a lack of traction plowing through several inches. One tester found it actually outperformed his old Cooper STT Pro in snow, a mud tire lost to a hybrid AT in winter. The deep siping channels water so effectively that one test noted they easily shed water away from the tire to keep you from hydroplaning. Wet granite, standing water, snow. It just grips. Still, there's one condition where this tire stumbles badly, and it's exactly where you'd expect the most bite. Hang on, we're getting to that. The mud problem. But here's where the king claim gets challenged. Deep mud. This isn't a purpose-built mud tire. The tread pattern is closer to a narrow gap MT, but the blocks are still densely arranged. In very soft, bottomless mud, it can pack up. One reviewer warned, if you're planning on wheeling through mud bogs, don't buy these. So if you live in swamps or hit muddy trails weekly, a dedicated MT like the Cooper STT or Toyo Mud will pull ahead. But on rocks, gravel, sand, packed mud, and snow, the Baja Boss wins, and you get to drive home in near silence. Long-term durability, the real test. At 10,000 plus miles, the data is clear. This tire lasts. One 17,000 kilometer test projected nearly 80,000 kilometers, about 50,000 miles, before hitting minimum tread depth. Another owner at 20,000 miles reported zero abnormal wear, no cupping, no feathering. Wear is even and consistent. Even after rocks and cactus, testers had zero flats. Some lugs lost chunks under heavy wheeling, but the reinforced carcass prevented blowouts. One reviewer calculated 56 cents per 100 kilometers of use. The upfront cost is high, but over 50,000 miles, the math works out. How it stacks up against the Toyo Open Country AT3. Both scored 9.8 out of 10 for traction. The Baja Boss had slightly better handling, 9.4 versus 9.3, but the Toyo's 65,000-mile warranty beats the Boss's 50K. Against the legendary KO2, owners say the Baja Boss feels quieter, just as capable in wet and snow, and similarly confident on and off-road. It's about 5 pounds lighter in comparable sizes and has a more aggressive look. Against mud tires, it sacrifices deep bog bite for far quieter on-road manners. One owner who switched from STT Pros said the Baja Boss has been awesome on road, snow, and moderate off-road, his new favorite. The verdict. So, is it the new king? Here's my take. There is no single king. Your terrain decides. But for the best all-around performer, highway comfort, rock grip, snow traction, 50,000 durability, the Baja Boss is the strongest contender right now. The problem? That price tag means most people won't try it. Cheaper tires keep selling not because they're better, but because they're accessible. Drop a comment. Would you pay a premium for this or stick with value brands? And if you're curious how this stacks up against other hybrid ATs, check out our breakdown next.